fly to New Zealand? So I'm from New Zealand. Well, someone has to. And when I tell people I'm from New Zealand, I often get the response, I've always wanted to go there. I've heard it from some of you. And I always thought you were just being polite. But then I realized, well, maybe you actually do want to go to New Zealand. So I thought, well, I'll give a speech about how to fly to New Zealand. So the general purpose of this speech is to provide some tips and techniques of how to fly to New Zealand. And the specific purpose is to cover these 4 points. The first point being pay. New Zealand is mostly empty and a long way away. So only one airline actually flies from Los Angeles to Auckland, and that's Air New Zealand. You can go on their webpage, and they do have a page for deals. So depending on the dates that you're flying, you may find a reduced flight, and you could purchase that. Air New Zealand has 3 levels of service. So those are economy, premier economy, which is basically like a first class seat in a US flight. And then they have business class. And that's with the extremely comfortable lie flat seats and the sumptuous Egyptian cotton sheets and the fluffy comforters, and they even have cozy pajamas. Air New Zealand also offers a program called One Up, and that's where you can bid to upgrade from one level of service to another. So if you buy a ticket in economy, you can bid to upgrade to premier economy, and if you're in premier economy, you can bid to upgrade to business. And you can do this anytime, 7 days prior to the departure date, and then 3 days prior, Air New Zealand will let you know if you won. And typically the bids are about $500 to $1,000 a ticket. My second point is Buddy Pass. I fly to New Zealand a lot, about every 2 years. During the late 90s and early 2000s, the Buddy Pass worked extremely well for me. My sister-in-law worked for United, and United flew to New Zealand. So Buddy Pass is basically standby. There needs to be an empty seat on the plane before the gate agent will let you on. So she would look up the loads and tell me when the best availability was. And typically that would turn out to be in November or April. And if you live in Park City, that's the perfect time to leave town. Frequent flyer miles. So 2 airlines do partner with Air New Zealand, and that's United and US Airways. The only downside is that because of the One Up program on Air New Zealanders, there never are any premium economy or business tickets available standby because they're full of these One Up people. I flew to New Zealand last November on frequent flyer miles, and my airline of choice is Delta. So I got first class to LA, and then I got business class to Brisbane with the sumptuous Egyptian sheets and the fluffy comforters and the lie flat bed. I skipped the pajamas. The downside of all this, of course, was I then had a flight from Brisbane, Australia to Auckland, New Zealand, which is about another 5 hours. I kept reminding myself, this flight is free. So you might wonder, well, how do you get all these frequent flyer miles? Airline branded credit cards. You want to look for the one with the most sign-up bonuses. I found them at 100,000 miles. And then spend everything on your credit card, even your cup of coffee today after Toastmasters. My 4th point is American Express. So again, this is another credit card option. And if you own a gold or a platinum American Express card, you earn membership rewards. And these you can use. You can either transfer them to your frequent flyer program, Or you can go on American Express travel website and purchase a ticket with membership rewards or a combination of membership rewards and cash. And then another interesting tidbit is American Express, if you own a Platinum card, they offer 2-for-1 companion pass on business class tickets. So if you buy one business class ticket, you get the second one for free. And of course you could buy it with your membership rewards points and cash. I haven't done this one yet. So just to recap, use these techniques to travel in style or buy the cheapest ticket you can find. And as you're hurtling through the air at 30,000 feet, wedged between two really large guys, don't forget the onion.
Let's take a moment and write a note to Sandra. What you thought she did right, or you thought